Welcome to Science with Sue. Each time you tune in, I will tell you about findings from the revolutionary new science of relationships and how this science can help you and your partner move into a place that I call safe and sound, the loving connection with a partner that we all long for. Everybody needs to know that we can now take charge of and deliberately shape our love relationships. Everybody needs to know the way home. Each week, I will introduce a topic, tell you how it shows up in a relationship, share a little research, clarify how this all makes sense, and give you a take-home piece of wisdom to use in your relationship. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you'll know when my new videos come out. So now, let's find our way. Let's find out how to get to safe and sound. Today, we will talk about a strategy, a move in the dance of love that's especially toxic to love relationships. We are all so vulnerable in love. And our partners can so easily spark our deepest fears, those dark places where we're all just waiting to be rejected or deserted and left to face life alone. What we often see in our research studies with distressed couples is the toxic and triggering nature of emotional shutdown. It's very hard for most of us to really grasp how we can possibly threaten our lover by doing simply nothing, right? By staying silent or distant. In fact, when we shut down, we shut our partner out, and that is an actual danger cue for our lover's contact-seeking mammalian brain. If we think of love as a dance, then leaving the dance floor or simply standing still really drives our partner crazy. And they nearly always get more aggressive to force us to respond. We shut down to protect ourselves or to try to stop the conflict. But it so often backfires. And when you find that you cannot engage, you don't really have to do this. You can signal this in a way that doesn't freak your partner out. It's a matter of simply saying where you are on the dance floor. Research says that walling your partner off simply freaks them out and fuels their anger. It feels like a protection, but in fact, it sets fire to your relationship. Here is what saying where you are rather than shutting someone out sounds like when it works. Tim shouts, "What's happening here? You go silent on me. You always do this, like I don't matter. I'm only talking myself then." Pat looks up at Tim and says, "You're right. I do shut down. This kind of conversation really shakes me up. I don't mean to leave you all by yourself. I just get confused and overwhelmed, and I just want to get away. I worry that you're just disappointed in me. I just need some space here. I just need to slow down and get my breath." Tim says, "Oh, okay, I didn't know that you felt that way. It's a hard conversation for me too. We can slow down. We can help each other a little. Sorry for shouting." Recent research says, first, that we know that habitually shutting a partner out in difficult conversations predicts escalating relationship distress, breakdown, and divorce. Second, bonding science explains just how this happens in bonding relationships. Stonewalling, walling someone off, turns on panic in a partner's nervous system, a nervous system that's wired for connection. It's like their loved one suddenly disappears on them, is suddenly unreachable behind an emotional wall. Then, desperate to connect, the partner tries to batter the wall down, to force their loved one to respond so they don't have to feel so abandoned. As a result, stonewalling most often actually fires up anger and conflict rather than calming it down. This makes sense. Like most things in love, this makes sense. We depend on someone, and when there is no response or they shut down, this sparks shock and helplessness in us. There is suddenly no relationship. We have no impact. We're all alone. Emotional rejection from someone we depend on registers in our brain in the exact same way as physical pain, and they both hurt. The take-home message here is that a key part of dancing well together is to be aware of your impact on your partner. Emotional shutdown feels like shut out to your partner, and it's a disastrous strategy.